So you have a very strong Google business profile. With the Google business profile strong, and you look at the SEO, everything in terms of keyword optimization, the title, the metadata, the heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3 are linked together. So now Google is able to get the website together, and these keywords are able to help you and communicate with Google and search engines that exactly what your website do. So this is how you go about it. In this video, we will come directly inside of GoHighLevel to help this IRS tax relief company help rank higher in the Google business profile. So we will look at tools and like searchatlas.com to help you rank higher. We'll also use mostly agentic and AI tools like to GoHighLevel, how to essentially take the screenshots to have AI help you with blog posts, help you with listings, with reviews, and to have your local business get leads for a lower cost fee, which is what, in the long run, what SEO is about. Let's get started right away. So when we come into GoHighLevel, you go to sites on the left side here once you're in the account, and then from there you click on which website you're doing, and then from here it comes up this way. So once you click on this little box here on the top left, it says SEO and AI search optimization. But before we get here, one thing that's extremely important is once with SEO is having a Google My Business profile. So right away, so to go over this, I just went over a tax relief company near me, and then this is like their Google My Business profile here. So right away, you're seeing a few pictures, about 19 reviews, some photos, but this can improve a lot of ways. So for example, I don't see any. Okay, so I see a phone number. Some other things they can do right away from here is having a messaging. So this Google My Business profile is essentially one of the most important things. When you're filling it out, you want to add as much information as possible and fill out the entire form. So from connecting your website, adding your phone number, so you get to choose between services, whether it's a service business or it's a business that's selling a product. So sometimes even if it's a service business, you can add products on there, you can add appointments. And setting this up might take 2 to 3 days or maybe a week because you have to send a video to Google so they can verify the place of the business, the address, etc. So this is again an extremely important case. So again, adding some messaging here, and these things can be done in GoHighLevel as well, websites, etc. So you want to maximize this. Also, this Google My Business profile need to have some sort of description. So for example, this one doesn't have a description, but if I look up near me, like if you're a home service business, you gotta have it. So for this, it goes to their website. No, it doesn't. Perfect. So it goes to it's showing you their Google My Business profile. Again, what we're seeing here, I also don't see the description here. Services, it does not show it here. Again, that's a miscalculation on SEO. Essentially, there is a description you can write. I believe it's about 160 or so words or more, 750, and you make sure you maximize it with keywords for SEO. And again, that's it. I can't emphasize enough how important this Google My Business profile is because search engine optimization, especially for the local area. And then right now, let's just go directly into GoHighLevel. So we already have it open, I have it set up. So some things we have here. So this page here, by the way, so this is the IRS. You have more options than you think. So this is H1. So when you think about H1 or heading 1, this page connects directly to Google, and essentially this kind of tells Google what this business is about, what it's about, and you have a question that's not maximizing SEO. And then if we come down here as well, you can leverage this to be a header 2. Again, another ways to maximize SEO. So let's open Claude now. So within Claude, so I did an SEO analysis on the whole page using an agent. However, we're gonna go over it. So what I did here was So this is Claude Code, the Claude desktop app. Let me make my face a bit smaller. And within this desktop app, what you're able to do is essentially just having a number of files, having everything together. And what I did, I pretty much just took a screenshot of this part of the entire thing and essentially going over, okay, on things to add for SEO and keywords to optimize the page. So as you can see here on title, we have a title. Claude came with a title for us. If you have ChatGPT, you can do it that way as well. Tax, IRS tax relief, offer and compromise. And this is, so we have a description here as well. Struggling with our title, we will solve 5 minutes. Boom. So you have all the keywords hidden here. And then you have keywords. So there's a number of ways to keywords. There's a website called searchatlas.com. Search Atlas. This is mostly for, I think, if you're doing this as a pro consistently. However, I believe this costs like $99 a month. Again, you can leverage ChatGPT to help you. But if I do pricing here, if this is a one-time website, you can do like a 7-day free trial, or you can do like a month thing. So this is like a huge site for SEO. But there's also Google extensions. So if I go on SEO extension, Chrome, and then you come on here, detail SEO extension. So that's one, SEO. So there's a number of these that's open as well that you can use. But again, we can just use Claude or ChatGPT if you have that to directly get this work done efficiently. So again, we're going to continue to fill out some of the keywords here. So we have the description, you have the keywords. So this was for the tax business. I made a previous video on this, and then where I used the SEO agent that I built with Claude. All this stuff is available in my school community. That's free. And again, it just told you the opportunities, what's missing, what's not missing, especially with blog posts, etc. So let me come back here, and then we can just copy. Author, leave blank unless you want the firm name there. It's not a ranking factor. Upload professional images. You can add a number of professional images to help you as well. Links and tags. Okay, can we click add? Can we? So click. Boom. All right, and then continue to go down this page. So these are the meta tags. Again, another very important thing when it comes to SEO. And as you see, these meta tags, what they essentially are, these are pretty much links, and they pretty much just connects to Google and in the search engines, and essentially summarize what your page is about. So again, very important for the SEO here. So links and tags. Again, this is in GoHighLevel still. Add, continue, name, property. Let me just have this on another page here. Add some more. Again, by just screenshotting this and telling Claude you want to improve SEO, and then some specific stuff, it will pretty much like tell you a lot of the things that you need to do. So just adding some more. Name, OG URL. I'll just add it to here from now. So these are some of the things we can do just like right away within SEO alone. Usually I used to have a done or update for SEO, and then this will be done and it will be all set here. And some other things we can do for SEO are essentially adding blog posts and then continue to post pictures. So for blogs, so what we can do, again, back on sites with GoHighLevel, you click on blogs and then new blog site and then blog title. But in this case, let's do tax relief details in 2026, and then select domain. So you choose the domain that most relates to what you're doing, and then from there you can again come to GoHighLevel. Come back to Claude and say, hey, not hey, let me just talk to it. I'm creating a blog on tax resolution and tax relief possibilities in 2026. And again, this is a blog for the website. I need it to be SEO, and I need it to have keywords that are important that will help clients find the sites as well. Do some research on the topic, make sure it's insightful, so we can add the best value to clients, but also keyword specific for SEO. All right, so from here, just press enter. Let Claude cook. That's on at 4.6. I should have probably been using Fable 5. And then from there, you come back here and add it. So again, so these are some of the basic things we start. So as Claude cooks this, another thing that's extremely important is your reputation in terms of reviews. So if you, let me go to another page, come on reputation. This is on reputation. This is where you also integrate the Google Business Profile. So you can integrate messaging on it, you can integrate the phones on it and sync everything together. And then the reviews part, in terms of getting reviews, reaching out to client, making follow-ups, doing automations to have the review, again, requesting reviews, etc. So this is how you automate some of the stuff. That's where you come on here, you connect the business with the client, you connect it within GoHighLevel. That's how you do this. In terms, let's see, bring it back up. Perfect. So this is like an article back on, again, to improve the blog. And when it comes to articles and just some of the things you put on the website, a lot of it has to do with like the keyword search. Like there are certain keywords that are very hard to rank for and others that are relatively easy. Again, that's where like tools such as the one that I had up earlier, searchatlas.com, is really helpful. It's a bit expensive, but within specific niches it's very important. But in terms of like, you can still leverage Claude Code to do back-end research to help you with it. So the AP, good research to work on this. There's a generally newsworthy development this month, the IRS announced. Okay, so from here, okay, sources. Okay, so we can do the IRS just announced a new automatic exemption from penalties. So if we take this and then we go back to this, and then we take, there's like a max word thing. Create blog. All fields required. C26 hours. Update. Is not unique. Oh. Alright, just went ahead and fixed this. Got a better title. Again, leverage Claude for this. IRS taxrelief.com blog, and then created this part, and then from there just create blog, and then just connecting it to the site. and then just going on ahead and the post. As you can see, this is where you go about posting the blog and just like making sure everything is correct here, and then just how you use it, etc. So as you can see, it's just kind of like replace everything here. If I just kind of do this, and then, and GoHighLevel allows you to generate it with AI, but they tend to have you pay for this. So I would just click on write manually again. It's already written for us with AI. With AI, what would we do without AI, right? So there are some things I would want to change on here, but for the sake of time and for the sake of this video, we will just put it together. And as you can see here, this is Claude. Just putting it together here. Maybe I don't want to put it back here. Maybe I don't want to post it. Maybe this is like going specific into specific tax codes and stuff, which is like perfect for what we're building here. So Claude did very specific analysis on just the topic alone, who qualifies, and then just giving you all the details. But obviously I would go and edit this and just read into it and just remove some like AI slop overall. It would, and then I'll just do that, and then from here just go over this, edit it, and then before I just go ahead and publish everything. But for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna press continue. Publish now. Okay, select category, and then you just kind of go through the process, the categories. So back to the original page. There we go. So for example, again, as I mentioned, these like H1s and H2s are very important. So I'm just gonna make sure I change them because they're like one of the first things for SEO. So again, you can just like in the case, the H1, H2, and H3 on the main page. Again, doing this quickly, and this is how you go, just showing you how to go about doing it. And then you're seeing some things on the headlines as well on this side. We're gonna go over shortly. So I went ahead and replaced so I went ahead and changed the wording on these, and essentially for here, again, just glitching a little bit. So for here, this is heading 1, heading 2, heading 2, but still bigger. Still leave it at 48. Put this on here. Highlight. You guys get the point. Improve these, and then think this. Add post blogs and more stories. So again, you can just add it around here. So let's just delete this, and then we'll just delete this here. And yeah, and then you continue from here. And last but not least, you have to also make sure that you have your links on there. You add links such as Facebook, Twitter, other Instagram that you have, add it to the page. And then listings is make sure that your website is listed on other pages as well. So that way it maximizes your SEO. So overall, some things you want to continue to do: continue to add blogs on the page, continue to add photos, and then continue to update content constantly, because even SEO itself changes consistently. So I just wanted to make this quick video on how to do some of the work inside of GoHighLevel for it, how to leverage effective technologies like Claude, that's more recent, and also there's obviously more keyword specific. There's also specific websites that are doing fantastic work into utilizing the perfect keywords to help you rank better on social media. So, and just in the Google and the algorithm overall to get you on the first page. So please like and subscribe, and I hope this helped.